Cancer. Happy days. Namaste. 24th to the 30th of October. Reminded everyone at the end of the week, the veil's very thin, so do ask your ancestors, anyone that's gone to the other side that you would like to talk to. Good time to do that. Go and see a medium. Go to Spiritualist Church on Sunday, perhaps, where they have mediums in the service, if you fancy that. Roots down to fly high. So you need to stay grounded. You need to definitely stay grounded. This is just a comment. This isn't an overall. So you need to stay grounded. So do the tree meditation where you see the roots coming out the base of your feet. Archangel Michael, protect me. Thank you. And I'm going to put my roots down into the crystal core of Mother Earth. So even if you sit there, why don't you get a bowl of hot water and do your feet? And while you're sitting there doing your feet, just imagine that you're going down into the crystal core of Mother Earth with those feet, and you're bringing up all the lovely healing and every good thing that she's got for you. Okay, so roots down to fly high. Maybe that's it. Maybe you need a night in, like a proper night in, of actually a bit of self-care. You know, like a long hot bath instead of a shower. Roots down to fly high. Right, so 5 cards overall. I know, I just ignored those ones, so they weren't supposed to come out. So usually I would pick them out, but no, they'll come out if they need to. So 1 card overall, and then 4 at the bottom. Have faith and self-belief. I'm going to give you another one. Okay, cool. Right, so have faith and self-belief. You know, just because things are changing doesn't mean that that's bad. Change is change. You know, we all change. Everything changes. Otherwise, what would be the point? We all learn stuff on the way. It's supposed to be school, isn't it, down here? Or hell. And we've got to find our way back to the Godhead. So, you know, we've got to go through different things to get there, to be at peace with ourselves. So have some faith and self-belief, even if things are difficult or even if things are changing and you're a bit unsure of how to deal with that change. Allow them. Allow them to change. Allow those changes. Okay, so here we are. So it's all right. If you don't understand other people, it's fine. You don't have to fix them, you know, to bring them right round to your way of thinking, because it's all right for you to think that way and it's all right for them to think the way that they think. I think you've had this for a bit, haven't you? Are you clashing? But I think this is a way out. Actually, maybe this is a learning that you're coming to, that's okay, and I can be happy in my own space, and whatever they do doesn't actually have to annoy me. And if I don't want to be in their company, I can just get up and go, well, I'm going to go and do this instead, and go and find your like-minded people. So you need to be around your like-minded people, but in the meantime, it's okay for you to be you, and it's okay for them to be them, because it's all about the balance. Okay, one can't be right all the time, and one can't be wrong all the time. At some point you got to be right, at some point you got to be wrong. That's just the way it goes. Otherwise you wouldn't be learning anything either, would you? So keep the balance. Stay in the balance. You're nearly there, wherever it is you're trying to get to. You're nearly there. So you're coming to some sort of new understanding. So keep going, push through. You will get there, which means life is going to start being easier a lot sooner than if you keep putting up this brick wall and you don't accept others for how they are, and you don't accept that you need to be in balance. It can't always be everything. So maybe this is it. Maybe your balance needs to be, so that you can get this clarity in your head, needs to be that put your feet in a bucket of nice salt water and imagine your roots going down into Mother Earth and taking time off to do that. I mean, even if we're like reading a book, or we think we're resting because we're watching the telly or something like that, maybe turn that stuff off, because we're not, because we're keeping going mental in the world that surrounds us. And what we need to do is sometimes take ourselves out of the world that surrounds us to be able to get back to our point of balance. So maybe do that. Feel your feelings. Okay, so I don't think in this case that feel your feelings means, you know, allow yourself to shout and scream because that's what you feel like you want to do. I'm thinking this is just like more to do with whying it back. Why do I do this? Why? What's my motivation for feeling this, especially if it's with other people? What is your motivation that stops you getting on with other people? Or what is, what is it that they do that really annoys you? Because they do say that people are mirrors, don't they? And if there's something in somebody else that you don't like, it's because you do that, only that's buried in you and you don't see that you do that. So have a look at what this other person does that really annoys you, and then see how you do that. How do you do that? And it might be like they annoy you by, I don't know, not doing something, or by doing something. So where don't I do that? Or where do I do that? Do I do that with other people? Do I do that in different circumstances? Do I do the same thing but in a different way? So feel your feelings that way. Find out about you, regards to this other person or these other people that are annoying you. What is it that you do that is similar to them that you don't like? Because they be in the mirror of other people. It's like they do that, which annoys me. So that is supposed to say something about you that you don't like about yourself. So again, it's like just seeing people as a mirror, right? So she does that and that makes me happy, so I must do that. And that's how I make myself happy. Oh, she does that and that really annoys me. So when do I do that? Have I ever done that? And feel your feelings that way. And that way you're going to receive all the information for your highest good, because it's about growth. It's about getting on to the next stage of your journey, which you're going to get to, and because you're going to push through this bit, and this is going to enlighten you to such an extent that it's just like going forward, you're going to be glad that you went through this phase, because going forward you will have learned a lot about yourself from it, and you will like yourself even more because of it. So that's fantastic news. Happy days. Namaste.